What in the hell was that? Fantastic Four. Now, in the Fantastic Four, four scientists find a way to crack into interdimensional travel. And when they go to this other dimension, an experiment goes tragically wrong, giving these four scientists superpowers abilities that they now have to learn to adapt in order to survive. Now look, it seemed like the Fantastic Four was doomed from the start. The moment that the casting came out, I remember people were just crapping on it, bringing race into the equation, the young age of the characters, and honestly, I liked it all. I liked the cast. These are talented actors. I know that they could probably pull this film off. So going into this movie, I was looking forward to it. I was actually hoping for a true underdog story, you know, no matter what complications that they had, that this movie was going to pull through in the same way Ant-Man pulled through for Marvel. What happened? Oh my God, was this movie awful. I had never been so let down with a movie. I don't know ever. I mean, this movie is abysmal. And I will admit, it didn't start off abysmal. And I would actually say, while watching this movie, the first act of this film, I was into. I was totally into it. I was like, you know, it's a little formalic, nothing we haven't seen before. But you know what? I like this. I like this. I don't know why everyone's going down there. And I was totally content with being in the 5% of people who actually liked this movie. There's a moment in this film where the film just takes a nosedive into craptastic. I mean, it just becomes awful. And in my opinion, this moment occurs right with the title card 1 year later. Bam! Totally different movie. Totally different movie that's just completely a hot mess, tonal-wise, story-wise, acting-wise, CGI-wise. I mean, the CGI is horrendously bad. Just tonal shifts all over the place. I mean, it starts off like it wants to be this coming-of-age story that descends into this dark, gritty, sort of Dark Knight meets Interstellar type of film that descends into a sci-fi body horror that descends into this popcorn action. Like, literally, this movie is so choppy with so many different tones, it can't pick one. The acting in this film feels very wooden and stale, but I don't blame the actors for their performances, because what they were given just was all over the place because they had constant reshoots. All the reshoots you can tell occur because there's such continuity errors all in this film, predominantly with Sue Storm's freaking hair. I mean, they put a wig on her and you can tell every freaking time that was a reshoot because her hair looks a lot thicker and a lot blonder than it did in the originals. Like I said, I enjoyed the first act of this film, but the first act becomes horrible because there's things that are set up between Ben and Reed and Sue and Johnny and, you know, and all these things, but they go nowhere. You can obviously tell some hack went into the editing studio and edited this all together, and that hack is Fox, because according to rumors and speculations, they didn't let Josh Trank even edit his own film, which is just really sad in my humble opinion. I mean, you hire a director, he has a vision. Even if his vision isn't good, you let the man make his vision. I read his vision, and his vision included a lot more stuff, and he said that his original cut was going to be around 140 minutes long, that he planned to edit to about 120 to 130. The motherfucking version that you see is 98 freaking minutes long. Now let's have a talk about Dr. freaking Doom in this movie. Oh my God, is this possibly the worst supervillain we've seen since Arnold Schwarzenegger and Batman and Robin? And honestly, in my humble opinion, Dr. Doom is not even needed in this movie, especially for the story that they're telling about this sort of body horror and trying to learn to deal with these abilities. If you're gonna insert him, he didn't need to be inserted into the last motherfucking 10 minutes of the film. It just feels extremely rushed, and his powers and his reason for being bad makes no sense logically. It's all completely questionable, and his powers are questionable because he basically can do anything yet can be stopped so easily. It was dumb. The whole ending to this movie is so dumb. The final act, the action sequence, is laughably bad, poorly put together. The CGI is horrible. It feels so out of place, and then it feels so anticlimactic. Honestly, I might seem angry and disgusted by this movie now, but when I left the theater, I did not have those initial reactions. Honestly, I was just sad. I was just really sad. I just wanted some ice cream. I wanted to cry because I was really giving this movie all the support, and I just felt betrayed. I honestly thought we had escaped the era of superhero movies at this level of atrocity. As the score goes, I'm going to give the Fantastic Four a 1 out of 5. This possibly would be the worst film I've seen of 2015 had I not unfortunately witnessed about 75% of that 50 Shades of Hell movie that came out this year. So make sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the Fantastic Four reboot and what you think could have happened in order to fix this film. And until next time, you guys, I'm the Slash Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been Slash.